Okay, we should be live soonish. Just checking that the stream's up. And yep, there we go. So good morning. Welcome back to this career mode let's play of Battletech. We've got one contract here to do. It's 4 skulls. And what have we got in the mech bay? We've got a few things ready. We've even got our newly refitted Warhammer with the PPCs. Very lightly armored, but got a good chance of just popping someone's head clean off. So I think we're going to test that out today. Let's just drop into the captain's quarters. There's one thing I realized I haven't done with the game yet is pick an appropriate crest. We called the Steel Vipers. I was kind of hoping there would be some sort of snake emblem in the game's original ones. But there wasn't really anything particularly snaky apart from this. Let's just see if there's a better snake emblem now that we've got some more that came in with Heavy Metal DLC. Well, something with just a snake on it. Is that too much to ask for? It may be. We could be the whales. Oh, okay, there we go. That's better. Cool, let's get out there then. Take on this contract. Okay, so some assassinate mission, bug hunt, a Capellan terrorist, and we've tracked him to this planet. 4 skulls, we still need some mech parts, so 6 of 24. We need pieces for a marauder. Just 417 is pretty good. We get the cash as well. Okay, so I'm looking for someone to take this Warhammer out. And it needs to be someone with tactics. 9, cool chop mastery. Actually, it needs to be Medusa because you've got coolant vent. And this one taking off. Sandman's got high spirits. And multi-target bulwark. That's not awful. Oh. Hi, Sir Catcherton. You know what? I have no idea if there are mods in Spanish. I haven't had a look. I haven't had too much paid too much attention to mods so far. I guess it will depend on how big this game is in Spain, or you know, South America. But thanks for stopping by this morning. So I know the game's been localized, but actually I don't even know if the game has been localized into Spanish. I can't remember what the Kickstarter languages were. Okay, this is the place, Commander Mayor. Can you see the target anywhere? We're blind on the ground. I've got an engine signature here. Best I can do, boss. Looks like a Victor. The target might make a break for it once you engage, Commander. Be ready to intercept if they run. So we are hoping to find... We've got supporting enemy forces. There's probably an ambush somewhere. Hard to see the terrain in the light as well. Well, let's get ourselves into cover.
I'm walking here. Heading out. On it. I'm going. Acknowledged. On my way. Rolling.
Okay, there we go. Unknown mech so far.
Onward.
Affirmative.
Roger.
Okay, we've got them over here too. 55 tons, 95 tons, okay. Well, we're not going to sweat the old LRM-5 too much. It's a Kintara, we'd like that to die before it gets too close. Everyone's in cover, I think we can afford to reserve. So yep, there's a Banshee.
Tickled.
It's not the good Banshee, so we don't have to worry too much about it. It's glorified K2. And the 65 tonner is... Oh, we don't know. Okay, so that Banshee has no damage reduction. Let's see if the new Warhammer can do its thing.
Move into position. Firing. All weapons.
There we go. How are we doing for heat? Pretty hot, so we're going to be bracing next turn with him, I think.
Waiting for orders.
So we don't have any more precision strikes, so let's just lay into these guys.
Firing all weapons. Yes, Commander.
Got an interesting assortment of weapons now on this King Crab.
Think I hit something
And Duke, we should be able to put some more paint on there. Yep, we've got the large lasers in range and the LRM-20s.
Think I hit something good. Go time.
Well, we've definitely managed to hurt that Kintaro.
So far, so good.
And we've got another 55 tonner coming in. Still don't know too much about that 65 tonner. I wonder if I can sprint with Medusa and get some vision. No.
Ready for orders.
Let's reserve. We've got plenty of damage reduction from being in cover.
Losing armor.
Well, it's a Thunderbolt. It's got 20% damage reduction, I think. $255 on the center torso.
Commander.
Feels like a job for our King Crab.
Moving to position.
Ah, they were coming in from the side, so we have to go for the side torso, work our way through.
See how you like this. I think things are going swimmingly, don't you?
Okay, and Duke, let's... Ah, we're going in from the front unless we move up here. Then we're shooting from the side as well.
Affirmative.
And we do have enough resolve for another precision strike, so we can really focus as much as we can on getting through to the center torso this way. There we go. Everything else is going CT now, so that should be too much. Yep.
Hostile removed.
So far, nothing we particularly want to salvage, which is a shame.
Standing by.
Let's shift back here.
On my way.
They're pretty low numbers to hit, but we've got plenty of ammo.
Confirmed. Waiting for orders. Got it.
Gonna maintain our distance with Medusa, and we'll go with just the one PPC, bleed off a little bit of heat. And this, okay.
Hot damn, we're gonna do this right.
Time to spin that Annihilator around so it can take some damage on the other side. Is that left arm's taking a beating?
Reporting minor damage. I'm your spaniel.
So let's see. Spin to hearsay.
I'm your spaniel.
And let's see, what can we get here on this Wolverine? Don't quite take it off. Oh, we didn't crit the ammo either. That's a shame. So I feel like Duke in the Command Atlas is probably just going to end this Kintaro.
Location confirmed.
And that leaves us with Medusa and Sandman.
Standing by. Copy that. All weapons are go.
Okay, we don't hit the head. We put a fair bit of damage on that center torso though, and knock him down.
Orders?
And Sandman and this King Crab, you can probably finish this guy off. Just a question of, do we overheat doing it? The answer is yes, we do overheat, but we can turn off the ER large laser and be okay. They've still got all their weapons working, despite the fact that they're barely holding together. Well, the King Crab does have plenty of armor, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Alright,
Wait your command.
I'm pretty sure we take him out. This.
Alright, hit him hard now. One less target.
Okay, no ambushing enemy forces yet, so we've just got the main target to take on.
I'm ready. Acknowledged.
There's no cover heading up that way. Okay, they're all the way over here. That's not what I wanted to find. Okay, so Duke at least can go before this Victor.
Waiting for orders.
So we can vigilance. Don't want to get too close because it's got that AC-20.
Move order received.
Let's see if we can get rid of the AC-20 before it gets to shoot. In the right arm, isn't it? Yep. And the ammo is in the right torso. Yeah, let's see if we can get that ammo.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Okay, so we don't crit the ammo.
I live to serve.
Eck can't get a shot off from back here. So we might need to sprint with him.
Good to go.
And Medusa from here can't shoot. I've picked about the only place to stand where I can't shoot. Everywhere else next to him we can get a shot off.
Position confirmed.
So let's see. At the moment they're not running, but they probably will want to run. They're unsteady, so they won't be able to sprint now. They'll only be able to walk. And they're probably going to try and get to some sort of denial zone. They've got 40% damage reduction.
I'm receiving you.
And Sandman doesn't have a shot either, so we just got to sprint up.
Target is making a break for
Okay, what's the denial zone? Alright, so they have a fair way to go. I don't think they're going to make it.
Receiving you.
So at this stage, we're probably alright just to try and take him down.
Yep.
They're pretty unsteady now. Yeah, again, somehow we can't shoot from here, but we just have to take one step and we can.
On my way.
Let's let them have it.
I think I hit something good.
Oh, yep, we clipped the head there as well.
I will be done.
Alright, Tech. Anyway, you can move to get a shot in? No. So keep sprinting. To here, say?
Affirmative.
We'll get there. And that poor battered Victor gets up. And where's it going? Yep, he's just running for it.
I'm here. Hauling ass. Hey, let's slip the dogs of war.
So I think we're just going to give up
Commander.
any sort of salvage here.
Coordinates received. Target locked on enemy 6. Mech destroyed.
Well, that was all easy enough.
Mission successful.
It's a shame we didn't see any of the new mechs, because we need pieces of those. Could really do with a Marauder. And thank you for the follow, Sir Kashiton. Okay, so well, we can make another Kintaro. And we could make another Banshee if we wanted to. Those are not bad options if there's no core gear. How... Yeah, the comm system is really good, but it's not worth that much, and we do have a few spares. Let's grab the comm system. A Kintaro. And yeah, let's grab 2 Banshee parts, and we might roll the other one. Oh, we do. Was lucky.
That mech you asked for is cleared. That mech you wanted is back online.
Okay. So both of those mechs can go to storage because we have better options. Right, let's have a quick look in the mech bay now. I think we finally managed to get some NARC ammo. Yep. So we've got a NARC launcher we want to put on something. So we've got our scouting Kintaro, which I think is a pretty good choice. So what I want to do is pull... We need to pull an SRM6. And we can swap the SRM4 there. Equipment. Not equipment. We need a NARC beacon. And we need ammo for it as well. Hmm. Yeah, I think we probably just have to pull a laser, don't we? Which does not feel good. So what we're hoping is that the positives from the NARC ammo are going to outweigh the negatives. Well, we'll give that a try.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
So otherwise, the Stalker's got a +3 resolve gaining comm system, so that's fine. The Griffin is my other one, generating +3 resolve as well. I don't think I've picked up anything else I particularly want to try out. Weapons wise, oh, we do have a large coil weapon now. Four tons, 8 slots. We've got a small coil that I probably stick on the Vulcan. And a couple of LBX autocannons. Medium pulse laser, 50 damage for not very much. And a small pulse laser as well. And what, we've got 2 Ultra AC-10s. So they do 60 damage times 2. That's enough to head cap. Then maybe I will stick those on the Annihilator. So it probably runs a little light in terms of armor and ammo then. All right, so we have some options. Let's head to the mech bay. So the Vulcan first. So the Vulcan's got the benefit that its support weapons fire up to a longer range. So that I think makes it a pretty good target. We've got the arm mods. So I think we'll pull out that small laser and move the ER small laser out to the side. And look at these support weapons. So small coil is 2 tons. So we put that in and we are 1.5 tons over. I think we can take out the medium laser. So that gives us 2 40 damage ER small lasers. And so that's damage times evasion. Yeah, well, we want to test out the coil weapon, don't we? And we still have a fair bit of armor. How heavy is the small pulse laser? So that's 45 damage. So that's a full ton. So 15 damage times evasion. If I can get 4 or 5 evasive pips, that's over 100 by itself. And it kind of has to be because I've pulled 30, 60. I've pulled 95 damage. That damage is all in one place. Okay, we'll put the ER small lasers out on the arms, I think. They'll be more accurate that way. So we'll go with that. But I'll test out that small coil weapon.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
And then separately, we've got our scouting Jenner. So let's pull these medium lasers. And we'll get a large coil weapon in.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
And let's have a look at how our Firestarter's got a number of full small lasers. I think that's probably okay. That Jenner's okay until I pick up another coil weapon. That's got +3 resolve gain as well. Let's have a look and see if we can actually squeeze in 2 Ultra AC-10s into this Annihilator. So we take these out. Looking at ballistics. Oh, they're -3 tons. They're super light. They're 10 tons. And these things are 12, so actually by putting them in, we've got four more tons. That's nuts. These things are 7 tons. And we've got 10 rounds of firing. So what's our heat now? The heat on these is 24. And our durability is pretty high. So I think we need a heat exchanger and then whatever Alpha Strike 72 heat. So a heat exchanger that's 10% weapon heat is going to get rid of 7. So that is marginally more effective than 2 heat sinks. And then we can add 2 heat sinks. So now our Alpha Strike is 64 and we're sinking 42 heats. I find that moderately hilarious.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, let's look at those managed tasks. I want the Annihilator first. And then the Scout Mech. The Vulcan the Jenner is fine. So the only thing is the Stalker and the Atlas. I want to use them both with the Scout Mech. Then it kind of feels a waste having the resolve gain on both, but I think it is what it is. It's fine. Yeah, I wonder at which point with the Grasshopper do we take off those medium lasers and go to it. Anyway. Oh, hey, Dr. Grimm. Thanks for stopping by. I have not tried the coil weapons out. I'm just refitting them onto some mechs now, so I'll let you know next mission what I think of the coil. Right, we're up here now on Brinton. We were heading down to Artru because that's got a Starleague presence tag. Well, it says Comstar presence, but if I filter for Starleague, it shows up. So anyway, let's see how this looks. And then we're going to get down to this flashpoint for the mini campaign. How are we doing for money? 14 million. We've been spending a lot of money on this. So yeah, this Jenner here, that's a work in progress. That's got a large coil laser being refit to it. The Vulcan's got a small coil being refit to it. So I've got pretty high hopes for both of those. And the Annihilator is going to be our test of ultra autocannons. I've got 2 plus ultra autocannons that have reduced tonnage. So they only do 60 damage, but the Annihilator is going to buff that to over 60. So like, I'll show you what I mean. There you are. So here we've got, yeah, 2 Ultra AC-10s, 2 regular AC-10s that are plus damage, heat exchangers, some heat sinks, a fair bit of ammo. That should kick out a fair bit of damage, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I mean, damage dispersal is a thing, isn't it? I don't know how they do their clustering. I don't know if it's going to be like SRMs, where if you cold shot the head, the first one can hit the head, but the second one is just going to scatter randomly. We'll see. I've still got 4 chances to hit the head, though. I'm no worse off with that Annihilator than I was before. There's our scouting Jenner with the large core laser. And there's our Vulcan with the small coil and a couple of ER small lasers. And we've got a Warhammer kitted out with some PPCs. And we've got the Kintaro now that's scouting with a Narc beacon. So we've got a few things to test out. Let's have a look at the shop here. 13 million. I need to start earning some money because I'm spending it like hand over fist at the moment on all the cool new toys. Okay, so nothing too exciting there. Got ammo for all the LBXs, and that's about it. Well, that was a real disappointment. Off. Oh, we're still in Brinton. That's fine. I thought we travelled. We haven't travelled. 15 days. So the Narc beacon is meant to make other missile weapons more accurate. Let's have a look and see. Does Aya have anything cool? It has an archer part. I don't have any archer parts yet, I don't think. Or I don't have many. And it's got some nice LRMs and SRMs, but I don't think I'm going to stop over. So, the Narc beacon. It's a weapon. And it's a missile weapon. So I got one in Yang's crate, but I didn't get any ammo for it in Yang's crate. So I've only just found the ammo. So yeah, adds plus 75 damage for missiles. That's pretty awful. So we've got we've got a Stalker with 60 LRM tubes on it. And we've got the Command Atlas with 2 LRM-20s. So if we knock something and then shoot it with missiles, I think it's going to have a bad day. Oh, too slow on hitting the store. Oh, the Archer. Well, the Archer's got their missilery quirk that means its missiles cluster more. But I don't think you can realistically get more than 40 LRM tubes on it without it having paper thin armor, and its armor's not exactly that good with an LRM 40 on it. So in some ways, I think it's going to outperform the Stalker. It's going to move. It's going to be more mobile than the Stalker for sure. It's going to have better initiative, but I think the Stalker is just going to be able to throw more firepower still. So it's a nice balance. Oh, there's a couple of Archer parts here. I've got to see how many I've got. Extended range medium laser. 35. So I mean that's as much damage as a a double plus, and we've got a large pulse laser, 55. That's enough to take someone's head off if the Warhammer's shooting it. And a small pulse laser, that's a decent amount of damage for the heat. So we're definitely getting all of those. And that's a double heatsink. Amazing.
New equipment available.
And let's look at the ammo. Gauss ammo. Hello.
New equipment available.
And the various LBXs. How many do I have of these? Do I have in stock? Do I have any? It doesn't tell you from here. Okay. If I go to selling, it will. Right. To the mech bay. Let's just see how much. Storage. Heavy mechs. Have I got any Archer parts at all yet? Okay, I haven't. So if I buy 2 parts, then I just have to headshot the first Archer I see, and that will be enough. So for ammo, we've got we've got a fair bit of the LBX ammo, so I don't need to worry about picking that up. Okay, so we're going to get 2 Archer parts.
New equipment available.
Firestarter, the Locust one here I've got. Spider 5V I don't have yet, but I'm not like too fussed. We'll get the
New weapon systems.
Lost Tech energy weapons that are actually good now.
New weapon systems available.
Alrighty. Let's have a look at the contracts and let's test out one of our new mechs. So I'm already thinking that with the Warhammer I'll be able to replace one of the PPCs with the large pulse laser, because the large pulse laser will do enough damage for a headshot, generate slightly less heat, and take up less space. That'll let me cram some more heat sinking in there, or maybe some more armor. Okay. So all of these contracts pretty high. So what do we need? Our current faction reputation is 19, is 0, and we would need more than that to do it. So we're just going to do Heart of Darkness and move on. I'm going to go for 3 pieces, no money, and get a bit more rep out of them. And let's get the new toys out. So Polar Mission, the Annihilator, and the Warhammer, I think. Not the Warhammer, actually. We've just tried that out. We'll keep the Command Atlas around. And then we need our Jenna with the coil. And what, the Vulcan with the small coil. So Medusa, I think we're going to stick. You've got Guts 10, so that's going to give you the most recoil reduction. So you can stick in the Annihilator, that's fine. You've got multi-target 2. And let's pull in some more mobile pilots. We want piloting 10, really. So we haven't used Arbiter for ages. Let's give Arbiter a run out. And I need someone else with piloting 10. Yep, it's going to be Noble. Or maybe a Hacker who's got Master Tactician so they can go in the light phase. And next mission out, we'll try the Narc Beacon and a load of LRMs. If I can bag myself an Archer at some point, then an Archer, the Stalker, and the Command Atlas all working together be pretty good. Okay, we're going to remove a traitor for the Irana restoration.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. What's he got? Oh, what is that? That's not a Victor again, is it? Might be a Zeus, actually. So there's going to be several waves of opponents. Pirate forces here, reinforcements over there. So I want to scoot left, and we'll take on the pirate forces before we take on the reinforcements. Okay, so we've got Arbiter and Agena. Yeah, I think we're going to get around the top of the map with him.
On my way.
And Hacker and the Vulcan's going to go the same way.
On my way.
And yeah, to be honest,
Moving out.
this high road is not a bad route to take, I don't think.
Mission confirmed.
If I were planning an ambush, this is where I'd put it.
Rolling.
Okay, there's our enemy contact. The Hacker and this Vulcan. Sprinting to cover here. 7 evasion is not bad. Right, and then terrain's proving problematic. Let's see, where can we get with the Annihilator?
Move order received.
Right, that's the Mine Atlas, and we get the Annihilator over here.
Move order received.
Okay, Gallant Urban Assault Vehicle moves in. Oof. So that managed to connect.
Damage is minor, Commander.
And there's an LRM carrier back there. Okay, so that LRM carrier's got to die.
I await
Let's
your
see,
command.
so we can get 5 charges going that way, 2 going that way, 4 going this way. So 4 charges is 140 damage.
Onward.
95% chance to hit. And wherever we hit, that's enough.
I have it. All right, folks, let's get this done. This is what happens when you hang out with bad people.
Okay.
Yes, boss.
And Hacker, we could take out that LRM carrier. We do 60 damage with the Coil S. Is that as many evasive chevrons as we can build up? Question. Yes, looks like it might be. Let's make sure we reserve with Hacker then.
Standing by.
Let's let them have it. I mean, 60 is almost enough. How much resolve have we got? We're not using it for anything else this turn, and we'll get a refund if this is successful. Let's try and concentrate damage on the side. There we go.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
I like the coil weapon effects. Not really sold on the lore explanation for what the coil is and why you have to move to shoot it. I don't think that makes too much sense, but in terms of the effects of the weapons when you shoot them and everything, that's fine.
Hey, let's slip the dogs of war.
Oh, we lost our chance to go with the other guys. Duke and Medusa didn't get a go because we didn't have any enemies on sensors. That was silly. They're a bit out of position now. We'll just have to take a turn consolidating. Oh, they've got a Phoenix Hawk back there. We got vision on them. I don't know if they've got vision on us. Doesn't look like they do.
Receiving you.
So Medusa, not great numbers, but we can precision strike to make them better. Okay. So we don't have any recoil yet. Let's see if we can take the head off that Phoenix Hawk.
It's on now.
Yeah. Somewhere in our frame rate loss there, that Phoenix Hawk's head died. Right, Arbiter.
I live to serve.
If we sprint here, we can get a line of sight. Let's vigilance. So we do have the damage reduction.
I'll race ya.
Alright, what have we got there? A Demolisher. Oof. had range on us as well. Very glad that missed. And we've got a Manticore there as well.
Commander.
Okay, so Duke, keep moving.
Roger that.
And the Manticore hasn't gone yet. Let's see if we can batter it to bits before it gets the opportunity. Not quite. 4 left. Well, Arbiter is still completely untouched in that, Janet, so that's something.
Waiting for orders.
And yep, Hacker, let's sprint up in this Vulcan.
Understood. Moving fast.
Okay, and we've got another enemy mech over there.
Alright. Hit him hard now.
So we've got this guy on sensors, so we're not going to drop out of combat if we kill the other dudes.
Standing by.
So Arbiter, we can afford to run. Build up 5 evasion. And get 175 damage shot in
Acknowledged.
on that Demolisher.
Confirmed.
Oh, that wasn't quite enough. We needed 180. Okay, well, I think Duke can take both of these guys out with LRM fire now.
Yes, Commander.
We don't have vision on anyone with Hacker.
Waiting for my opening.
Yeah, I know what they say about the coil weapon, like you move and you generate charge, but if you're going to be powering, you've got a reactor, right? The reactor's producing a certain amount of energy and you're using that to drive the motive systems of the mech. So either you use that energy to drive the motive systems of the mech, or you could use it to power the coil weapon. I mean, just shunt the energy into the coil weapon's battery. The fact that you have to move doesn't really make sense. Like, the fact that you could still move and fire with it using kind of electrostatic recharging things, maybe that would make more sense. Yeah, I'm deeply skeptical. Let's reserve again. We still haven't seen what else they've got going on in phase 3 yet. And so long as we go before them in phase 1, we can take out both of those nasty vehicles before they can do anything. Alright, Duke, so let's keep pushing forward.
Moving to position.
Multi-target. So A and B. And we can get C as well.
Engaging multiple targets.
Great. That's the Manticore gone. Now we just need one of those LRMs to hit the dome of this Demolisher. Great. Pirate forces are down. And 2 solid connections on that Blackjack as well. Bleeding off some of its evasion. So that was an incredibly effective turn by Duke. Bailing Arbiter and Hacker out.
How's it going?
Okay, so Hacker, we can get you on the side here. Got 140 damage you can get in. Okay, and we've got 70-ton mech and a Shadowhawk down there. That's Vigilance. And I don't know if I want to Precision Strike here. I might save that for Medusa, who's coming up next. Do I want to fire? Do I want to brace? Brace takes me up to 40% damage reduction. And we've got plenty of heat, haven't we? Let's shoot from over here.
Everything I got.
So we made that blackjack less of a threat no matter what else happens. So that's the target, and yep, they are in a Zeus. Okay, Medusa, we can get into cover here. Okay, what's the accuracy? Well, so that's the recoil kicking in on these things. +4 difficulty to hit, 3 fire, long range. We don't need pieces of this though. We can just try and take that center torso out. Yeah, that'll do it.
Once more under the breach, dear friends.
Okay, so we've got Hacker here in phase 5. I don't know if they've got any vision on us at the moment. This Zeus can obviously see Arbiter.
Thy will be done.
So I think we're definitely going to make Arbiter scarce. Got to stay out of melee range. 7 evasion is the most we can get, I think. I'll make sure we're not giving up our back. That still gives us 7 evasion.
On the way. Double time.
And I think we're safe to wait with Hacker.
Just wait here.
Let them take the next move. See what that 70-ton mech is. I think it's a grasshopper. Not one we need, sadly.
Receiving you.
Okay, so Hacker, let's get you... We've got to keep moving. That's only 3 evasion. That will be 4 evasion, and we're in cover there.
Copy that.
And we've got line of sight. Where we're going to shoot the head. I don't think it's really even worth precision striking at this point. We're going to brace, I think. Just get close for the melee hit.
Yes, Commander.
So Duke.
Got it.
Let's soften them up a bit.
Target acquired.
Oh, these new LRM effects are killing our frame rate. I've really got to tweak the graphic settings. Okay, take some full damage LRM hits.
Yes, Commander.
And Medusa. So we're in cover here. Slightly better numbers if we're back here.
Moving out.
We can precision strike again. Off with his head. Oh no, didn't get the head.
Go time.
We did definitely ruin their day though. As you say, Dr. Grimm, you do spread the damage out with those Ultra ACs.
I'm receiving you.
Right, Arbiter. So we can get here, which is probably not a rear shot.
Position.
No, it's sideways on. Let's see if we take his leg off. No, 205. We're only doing 140. We can work on it though.
Affirmative.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Commander.
They're probably going to try and run for it next time. So we can punch now. Let's do that. Vigilance. And we have to go in this way.
Acknowledged. Engaging.
So 170 damage in from the side, and then the small weapons will fire. And that's carnage.
Hostile removed.
Oh, but they're going to punch back. So this is where we hope the close quarters weapon system helps, and it does. They miss. Oof.
Waiting for orders.
So Duke, we will push up. And let's see.
Taking the shot.
Yeah, we can soften the Shadowhawk up, I think. Quite a bit. Because it's the Shadowhawk that's got almost no armor.
That hit something good.
Okay, what's that Zeus doing? We haven't been told he's trying to run for it yet, so that's okay.
Orders. Move into position.
Yeah, I think we brace here.
Oh, hell yes. Let's do
Yeah, so Hacker, just... I would say just punch back, but our coil then loses a load of its charge. I mean, we still hit for a load though, so we're probably okay. Just to punch him.
Scratch another target.
Tango down.
That Vulcan is pretty scary. All right. So we're still working on the leg. We're going to overheat and shut down if we shoot the coil again, though. So we're going to brace. And Duke, I need you to walk up this way.
Position confirmed.
And let's put what we can on that leg.
Roger.
Yeah, not very much clustering on that leg at all, unfortunately. And Albert is still just taking a single LRM that's scratched his paintwork. Okay, so we need to be able to get a shot on the Zeus with Medusa.
Good to go.
The Medusa's really got to sprint for it over this way.
All right. Full speed. Ah, damn, we're gonna do this right. Yes, Commander.
So, what, he's now looking right at us. But we've got plenty of evasion and we're braced. So I might wait for him to move. Hacker, I think we're sprinting with you. That's vigilance first, just for the damage reduction.
Orders?
Okay, so they back up and brace. That's fine. So, Medusa, do you have a shot yet? Nope, it's going to be another turn of sprinting for you then. You will have a shot from here though, so that's something. And Duke,
Standing by.
you don't have a shot from here. Can you move and get one? Yeah. Let's take it then. It's from the wrong side, unfortunately. Let's go for the leg. Okay, we do soften that leg up a bit now.
I'm here.
So we need the full 5. Can you get 5? You can get 5 if you go that way. You can't shoot. Aha, you can get 5 here. Great.
I'm walking here.
See what we hit.
Pushing all the buttons.
Okay, so they've got the damage reduction there.
Do this.
Hacker
How's it going?
can't quite get in for melee strike, but we can get in here for a decent 125 damage. It won't be enough to take him down. But they'll know they've been shot in the arse.
Inflicted some heavy damage. Ready for orders.
So Arbiter, you basically got to sprint out of here now.
What's up, boss?
And Duke. We can keep putting the firepower in.
Think I hit something good.
Haven't been told that they want to make a run for it yet. All right, Medusa.
Ready for orders.
Still not getting a shot off, are we? They don't really have any weapons left that can hurt us, so cover's much less important. Hacker, just go in and punch him, will you? So from there, we'll do 60 damage with the coil, which is respectable. That's a lot of damage altogether.
Putting my weight into it. That hit something good.
Okay, and up to you can come back here. So we can get six chevrons there, which would be great, but we can't fire afterwards. We can shoot with 5 here.
I'm going.
Or can we? No, we overheat if we fire. Should have gone with 3.
Receiving you.
Duke, it's over to you.
Affirmative.
Oh, we haven't got a... They're going to get up. And they could well be punching Hacker. No, they're running for it. Not very effectively.
Commander.
Oh, come on. Come on, Medusa, get a shot off. Nothing. Okay, we're just going to brace, wait for our chance to line up a shot. We'll get him next turn.
Yes.
Hacker just punching him again. He's very dead now. We don't need Zeus parts.
Enemy down.
Mission successful.
Yeah, so a successful mission. I'm not 100% sold on coils. I think there's a lot of heat. You do more damage, though. Getting up to 175 damage in a single location is a pretty big deal. Or we can get ourselves a Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, nothing else looks attractive, so we'll make ourselves a Phoenix Hawk. The Phoenix Hawk might be a good home for the coil weapon. I'm not sure about that.
That mech you asked for is
The
cleared.
Kurita Modified 1K removes almost all of its jump capability in favor of better armor and heat management. Okay, interesting. So do we have no jump jets then? We can have up to 6, I suppose. As per usual, there's no missile points, so we can't use it as a scouting narc beacon firer. We'll store it for the moment. I'll see later on if there's something I want to do with it. So that's where we are. Now we can't take any more contracts, which is really unfortunate. But we're moving away from trying to maximize our career score into just playing with the new heavy metal toys now. So on that note, I think the next place we'll go to will be of unknown origin. We'll do that flashpoint on Tarragona. And then we will back up and do Red Hunt whilst we wait for the next of Unknown Origin mission to drop. So that's going to be later on today, about 12 o'clock. I should be online. If you've been watching, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want to catch up on any previous episodes, they're all on the YouTube channel. Just have a look at the Commuter Zombie Battletech on YouTube. And until then, have fun experimenting with the new heavy metal toys. And I just got to remember how to kill a stream now. There we go. All right. Until next time, take care.